What celebrity have you met who looks much more, or less, attractive when meeting them in person? Paul Newman was spectacular in person. His eyes were electric, and his personality exuded a kindness that was palpable. A lovely human being. My mate went out with Kate Winslet's sister. This was way back just before Kate became really famous. She'd done 1 or 2 period TV shows, but no films. I was at her sister's birthday party, and Kate was there. I cannot tell you how exceptionally beautiful she is, and that she lit up any room she was in. Huge presence. But really quite lovely and friendly. Also, I worked at Pinewood Studios for about 10 years, and so many actors are much shorter than you'd imagine. I'd often check their bio after I'd seen them, and there are a plethora stated at 5 feet 10 inches / 5 feet 11 inches that are definitely not that tall. I met Pierce Brosnan, and did not know humans came in that exact model. Paul Rudd is super nice in person. He looks exactly like he does on TV, except his head is huge compared to his body size. You can see it on the when he makes out with a girl with a normal-sized head. But he is absurdly nice to random fans. One time I was at a restaurant in LA, and saw the most handsome silver fox dining at a table across the room. Tried to not stare, but I just kept thinking how good this guy looked for his age. I am terrible with facial recognition, so even though I am very familiar with the man's work, it took me a full 5 minutes to realize it was Ted Danson. Scarlett Johansson. My friend and I stood and waited when we were like 13 at the premiere of The Island, and when she came up to sign autographs, she was 4 inches from my face, and both of us girls could not stop gawking at her. She was glowing. I can't imagine how stupid we looked. LOL. Beautiful and sweet woman. Winona Ryder. I never found her to be particularly attractive, but she's absolutely stunning in person, like a porcelain doll. My brother lived in LA and did some modeling, so he wasn't unattractive by any means. He saw Charlize Theron walking out of a movie theater. They met gazes, and she smiled at him. He said the background kind of faded away, and he got all dizzy. LOL. He couldn't believe how beautiful she was in person, like so much more than in pictures. And she's gorgeous in pictures already. She's not unattractive in pictures/video, but I was shocked by how beautiful Carly Simon was in person. Chris Hemsworth is somehow better looking in person. We are the same height, and I still felt small next to him. Kimbra is tiny and absolutely stunning. I know that Kylie Jenner has obviously had a lot of work done, but I was shocked with just how uncanny valley she looks in person. From any angle that isn't one of the camera/selfie angles, her features just look really exaggerated and like hard and shiny. That poor girl started getting plastic surgery at such a young age. It's super sad. I once met Honey Boo Boo and her mom a little after the peak of their fame. They looked horrendous. I met Robin Williams once. He came into our local cafe for a shot of espresso. He was filming Insomnia at the time. Although not tall in stature, he was larger than life and stood with his hands on his hips like he did in Peter Pan. He was charming and funny and signed our wall, "Espresso yourself." He too had sparkly eyes. Alicia Cuthbert, absolute showstopper. You did not have to know she was famous. She would draw your gaze naturally anyway. Men and women. Dressed very casually and comfortable, having dinner with family. Super classy, but at the same time incredibly special and attractive. I saw Alexandra Daddario and Jared Padalecki at the same convention. She looks beautiful on film, but in person I think I actually stopped in my tracks for a minute. She is beyond stunning, and it short-circuited my brain for a minute. As handsome as you may think Jared is, being like 2 feet away from him is a holy shit moment. As a straight man, it made me question it for a few. Also an incredibly friendly and outgoing guy.